In a quiet forest, under the shade of towering oak trees, lived a tiny squirrel named Nibbles. Nibbles wasn't the bravest squirrel around, but he had a big heart and an even bigger love for collecting acorns. Each autumn, he would scurry up and down trees, gathering acorns to store for the long winter. One crisp morning, as golden leaves drifted from the trees, Nibbles found the biggest, shiniest acorn he had ever seen. It sparkled like a little treasure, and Nibbles was so excited that he tucked it away in his secret hiding spot under a mossy log. But later that afternoon, when Nibbles went back to check on his prize, the acorn was gone. His heart sank. Who could have taken it? Determined to find his missing acorn, Nibbles set out on an adventure through the forest. He asked his friends for help. First, he went to see Ollie the owl, who lived high up in the tallest tree. "Ollie, have you seen my acorn? It's big and shiny, and it was in my special spot." Ollie blinked his wise eyes and said, "I saw a gust of wind earlier, Nibbles. Maybe it rolled away. Why don't you check near the stream?" Nibbles thanked Ollie and scampered toward the bubbling brook. As he got closer, he heard a familiar humming sound. It was Buzzy the bee, darting between flowers. "Buzzy, have you seen my acorn? It's big and shiny, and I think it might have rolled this way." Buzzy hovered in the air for a moment, then said, "I did see something shiny roll past the water, Nibbles. I think it went toward the meadow. But be careful, I heard Foxy the fox is out hunting." Nibbles gulped at the thought of crossing paths with Foxy, but he knew he had to be brave. He hurried to the meadow, his little legs racing as fast as they could go. As he reached the edge of the meadow, he froze. There, sitting on a rock, was Foxy the fox, looking curiously at something shiny in her paw. It was his acorn. With his heart pounding, Nibbles crept closer. He knew Foxy was fast, but he had to try. Summoning all his courage, he called out, "Foxy, that's my acorn." Foxy turned, surprised to see the small squirrel standing so bravely. She tilted her head and said, "Oh, is it yours? I found it rolling by the meadow. I didn't mean to take it." Nibbles took a deep breath. "Yes, it's mine. I've been looking for it all day." Foxy smiled and handed the acorn back to Nibbles. "You're a brave little squirrel, Nibbles. It's good to speak up for yourself." Nibbles beamed with pride, taking his shiny acorn back. "Thank you, Foxy." With his treasure safely in his paws, Nibbles scampered home, feeling a little braver and more confident than before. As he curled up in his nest that night, he smiled, knowing that no matter how small he was, he could be brave when it really mattered.